I'm Andrea Jackson and you're watching my YouTube channel. My apologies if that was super cringy. I had to do that, I just had to. Today I'm going to be ranking the best Disney and Nickelodeon shows of all time. Let's see what comes on top, Nickelodeon or Disney. Who has the best shows? I'm sure you've already seen these tier ranking videos before, but I just wanted to describe to you my categories of how I'm going to be ranking these shows. On the bottom is don't care. That could be you've never seen it, I just have complete apathy for it, don't care. The next, why was this made? It's so bad, you should have just saved the money and not made it. Next is I feel like that speaks for itself. Next is waiting for you to be great. And that's from Dance Moms. When she's on the pyramid, she's like, Paige, you were good. Waiting for you to be great. Or whoever it was. Next, solid. It's solid. You know? Next, close to perfection. Just close to perfection. Next, give it to me in an IV. Completely perfect. Love it. Love you. IV it to me. So let's get started. First up, we've got Even Stevens. I feel like solid. Don't remember it too much, but I feel like it was solid. Phil of the Future. Solid. I still think about this show. If you hear my cat zooming, no you don't. Sweet Life on Deck. That's not even close to perfection. It's just solid. Actually, I'm moving it. It's Waiting for You to Be Great. I don't think I can put that on the same level as Even Stevens and Phil of the Future. Okay, Winx. Give it to me in an IV. Absolute perfection. There is nothing wrong with that show, and if you say otherwise, you're wrong. Okay, Sunny with a Chance. I don't know if this is controversial, but I'm putting it in It feels kind of cringy to me. Next up, we've got Recess. I'm gonna put that in close to perfection, and I could be just remembering that wrong, but I thought that was a pretty iconic show. I loved it. H2O. Give it to me in an IV. I feel like I got a theme here so far. Ladies with powers, love it. H2O, still think about that show too. Amazing masterpiece. Give it to me in an IV. iCarly. IV. IV. And I think we can all agree on that. When I watch it now, I still am laughing, and I feel like that's hard to have a show that you can find funny even as an adult. And yes, I know it is terrible and awful about the stuff that's coming out about Dan and all the things that they had to go through. It is still a funny show, and I will still watch it. Yeah. Jimmy Neutron, give it to me in an IV. That show was so good, and it was one of those shows that girls and guys both were into. It was funny. I think I learned about science a little bit, maybe, but literally me and my husband still sing the theme song sometimes. And when my cat starts running around, we go, got a blast, and we go bark bark in the theme song. It's iconic. And if you disagree, rethink your decision. All right, we're getting into some of my favorites. Wizards of Waverly Place. I'm gonna put that in close to perfection, and I can't tell why. Like, I just can't. It's just not as high as some of these others to me. Close. It's close. It is very close. Hannah Montana. I love you, girl. Give it to me in an IV. Maybe I just don't have harsh opinions because I feel like so far they're all at the top. But Hannah Montana alters my brain chemistry. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Okay, it's gotta be in the IV category. It just has to be. Kim Possible. If you haven't had the Call Me if you want to reach me thing as your ringtone at one point in your life, you're missing out. But I do have to put it close to perfection because, like, I've watched back some of the episodes now, and I don't know, the animation kind of freaks me out, and I might get roasted for saying that. It's just, everything's so flat, and I don't understand. I'm sorry if I'm offending you right now. Let's keep going. Victorious. Now, I didn't watch that many episodes of Victorious because I was kind of growing out of Nick and Disney, but I didn't like it. The ones that I watched, the only reason I kind of liked it was for the cool lockers and how he played the piano to get into his locker. Like, I thought that was cool. I wanted to go to their school. And that's basically the only reasons why I liked the episodes I did watch. The content of it was just kind of weird to me. Not Dan's best, if you ask me. I'm going to go with Waiting for You to Be Great. Zoe 101. I'm going to put you in solid just because I didn't watch it all too much, so I just watched it a little bit, and the same like I was really only intrigued by their school and the cool things that they had. You're just solid. Actually, I'm going to move you to Waiting for You to Be Great. Sorry, Zoe. I don't know why. I'm just going with my gut on that one. Good Luck, Charlie. I think that's going to go in close to perfection. It's not one of those shows that I still think about. Maybe that's just a me thing. It's close to perfection. I will say that is one of the only shows that my parents also enjoyed watching with me. And that's saying something, right? I vividly remember the refrigerator and how it was all chalkboard and they had written down their chores and their grocery list. I thought that was really cool. And I loved Teddy's room. I feel like that might be a theme in kids' shows where they try to put things that kids want for some reason. Like Hannah Montana's closet, Carly's new room in iCarly, Teddy's basement bedroom. I feel like there's so many things. The school in Victoria, so many things that kids really want and aspire to have. Did that keep us watching? Like, what's the point of that? I'm not sure. Someone who has thought about that, tell me in the comments. Drake and Josh. That is going and give it to me in an IV. Every time I think of Oprah, I think of Drake and Josh. That's a powerful show. I love that show. It's hilarious. And watching it as an adult is still hilarious. Masterpiece right there. That's so Raven. This show is also iconic. Man, banger after banger, you guys. Give it to me in an IV. That is one of these shows where I watched it back whenever I got Disney Plus when it first came out. I think my favorite episode, the funniest episode that I remember when I was rewatching it was the episode where her dad, the chef, I can't remember his name, where he's like asleep. No, he's hypnotized. And somebody's coming to watch him make a dish. And they put him with sunglasses and like wrapped around ironing board. And then he falls on the stairs. It's literally hilarious. The funniest episode. And my favorite episode is the Halloween episode. That's actually a trend for me in my life for some reason. My favorite episodes of everything are the Halloween episodes. My favorite episode of That's So Raven. Halloween, whenever they're cows. Great one. My favorite episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is the Halloween episode with the creepy apartment. And in the ending, it's just like super creepy. Favorite. Even Jimmy Neutron, my favorite episode was the Halloween one when the pizzas like came to life. Like, I'm taking it even all the way back to Roly Poly Oly. Do y'all remember that when I was a kid? My favorite episode was the Halloween one. Why? I don't know. I'm not even like crazy about Halloween. Like, I like it. I like scary movies now. That's probably shaped me into who I am. Yep. Just gonna say that. Lizzie McGuire. Okay, this is gonna make some people mad. The Lizzie McGuire movie would be Give It To Me in an IV. Lizzie McGuire movie all the way. Love it. Lizzie McGuire the show. Maybe I just watched it too young, but it was a little boring for me. A little boring. I'm gonna be going in Waiting for You to Be Great. I'm so sorry. Corey in the house. That show is oddly enough one that I think about sometimes. Like Washington Prep. That's their school's alma mater. That's the only part I remember. But this show was pretty awful, honestly. I'm putting it in, this is the first one in this category. Why was this made? Honestly, it was pretty bad. And if anybody needed a spinoff of That's So Raven, like, I just don't, Corey's not given the one who I think should have gotten a spinoff. I'm sorry. Also, I forgot to mention, when I rewatched That's So Raven, did you realize in like the last 1 or 2 seasons, her mom is not there? I did not remember that as a kid. Why? I don't know. When I looked it up, it said she like didn't renew her contract or whatever, but girl, I liked you. And they didn't, I don't really remember them addressing it either. If y'all rewatched it, let me know. What happened to the mom? Is she okay? Jonas LA. What was that song about the pizza girl? Video girl? That's Video Girl. Pizza. I fell in love with the pizza girl, and now I eat pizza every day. I think that's how it goes. I remember that episode, and I remember the closet thing. Again, I'm just like always remembering the things that I wish I could have as a child. Like the closet where it had a tablet and she could click what she wanted to wear, and then the closet it was like futuristic. Those were the only things I really remember of that show. And I'm pretty sure the Jonas Brothers now are like so cringed out by the fact that they did this show. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in eh. Like, I was glad that it was made, at least, because we got more Jonas Brothers content, but it was not very good. It was not very memorable. I don't remember a plot line. And I watched like every episode, and that's pretty bad, right? If you're thinking to yourself, Andrea, where is SpongeBob SquarePants? Where is Fairly Odd Parents? Where is the Rugrats? I'm sorry to inform you, I did not watch those shows growing up. Don't sue me, please. So I cannot judge them at all because I have not seen them. If you're mad at me, just go watch someone else's video who has seen those shows. These are all the shows that are in this list that I have not seen. So I cannot judge them. So let's see what came out on top, Disney or Nickelodeon. Well, let's see. I have 5 Nickelodeon shows in my top tier, and I have 3 Disney shows in my top tier. I was not expecting this. I was a Disney kid more than a Nick kid. I was just not expecting this, and I'm having an identity crisis right now, but I will be okay. Okay, in my close to perfection tier, only 1 Nick show and 3 Disney shows. In solid, we've got 2 Disney shows. Waiting for You to Be Great, we've got 2 Disney shows and 2 Nick shows. 2 Disney shows, and Why Was This Made? 1 Disney show. We don't have anything and don't care. I think I have ranked more Disney than I have Nick, just because I have seen more Disney than I have Nick. So you guys let me know in the comments what you thought of my rankings and what your rankings are. And if there was a show that you were just desperate to see my thoughts on and it did not make it, I apologize. Let me know what I should watch. If I've been missing my whole life not watching Fairly Odd Parents or whatever, you think I need to watch it before I take my next breath, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, you'd probably also like my one where I'm reacting to Miley Cyrus's documentary on Disney+. And if you've never seen me before, my name's Andrea. I am 25, I live in North Carolina, and I have a husband, I have a cat, I love to drink water. What else do I do? I like to read books and watch movies. Let's be friends. Thanks for coming here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
All that I could do is let